and welcome to another episode of the Real Wrestling Show Dash Blog. My name's Dorsey, the invisible man in the room. His name is Bigsy, but he ain't here right now. So today is a bit of a solo effort. Today is just me, but we blog about AEW, Dark and Dynamite, because we believe it is the best wrestling product. And what is it? AEW. We're real wrestling fans who do the show for real wrestling fans, which we believe is best product, AEW. So, I suppose on this solo effort, I will get the show on the fucking road, eh? As you know, we have a few drinks, a few smokes. Again, I'm going to say we because even though my boy ain't here, he's always with me in spirit, innit? You know what I'm saying? Not to say he's dead, he's still alive. He'll probably be back next week, if I let him. So we'll start off with Dark, as I normally do. And we had Anthony Ongogo on the commentary as a guest commentator with Taz and Excalibur. By the way, this is episode number 65 of the Real Wrestling Show Dash Blog. So starting off, we had Top Flight, who were making their AEW debut, versus Dark Order, being Stu Grayson and Evil Uno. I thought it was a real good match. I thought Top Flight impressed for a debut. It was a good opener. I will say there's like a whopping 15 matches on Dark again this week. It was just over 2 hours. Can't be doing this shit every week, man. Tone it down. I'll split it up through the week and have 2 separate shows. Some nice double teams by Top Flight. Like I said, they did impress me. Nice stalling German suplex by Evil Uno. A beastie spinning Uranagi suplex by Stu Grayson. That was sick. Nice spin kick by Top Flight off the middle rope. That was real sweet. Like I said, Top Flight impressed me. Quite good debut, considering it was such a quick match as well. They got a lot in, and they just impressed me in general. Double springboard dropkick by Dante from Top Flight. Sorry, I didn't write down their names properly. Top rope frog splash by Top Flight was beastie. Electric chair drop into powerbomb by Dark Order. Fatality by Dark Order. Dark Order win, and I went with Stu Grayson man of the match, and I had 3 M&Ms, magic moments, whatever you want to call them. Then moving on, we had Ricky Starks versus VSK. VSK makes his AEW debut. We had a nice hard German suplex by VSK. Starks catches USK with a knee from the springboard. That was beastie. Caught him right in the chin. Beastie running elbow by Starks. That was nice. Nice half Nelson backbreaker by VSK. Starks hits the spear, then the roll shambole, and that was all she wrote. Starks wins. I went with Starks man of the match, and I have 3 yowie wowie moments. Then we had a Bunny and Kingston promo about QT. Basically, she's just saying how she rinsed him of his account. And now she's done with him. Simple as that. Quite funny boiler story. Line. Didn't really need to be there because we already know what's going on. But, you know, it is what it is. Then we had Matt Sydal versus Lee Johnson. Nice Japanese arm drag by Lee Johnson. Nice side slam brainbuster style by Sydal. That was like weird. It was like a snap side slam. It was real sweet. Again, it's on YouTube for free, so check it out. Matt Sydal's wrestling has been on point since he joined AEW, in my opinion. Nice submissions from Sydal. He's up to submission game big time. They were mentioned now on commentary, especially Taz. Northern Lights bomb by Sydal, beast. Tope Suicida by Johnson looked weak, but the second one was a lot better. He done 2 in a row. Seidel crawls into the ring and comes out the other side and jumps Lee Johnson from behind, showing his veteranism or the greenism of Lee Johnson, depending on what you think. A big top rope missile drop kick by Johnson. Seidel counters the Blue Thunder Bomb into a nice Hurricanrana. That was real sweet. Then we had a modified Olympic Slam by Seidel, which we've seen before, but again, I love it. Cobra's Clutch by Seidel to get the win. Seidel wins, and I went with Seidel man of the match. And another match I really enjoyed, like as I said, Matt Seidel's wrestling has been on point, so I had 4 yowie wowie moments. Then we had Layla Hirsch versus Hikaru Shida. Hikaru Shida. Hickory, what am I talking about? Hickory Dickory Dock. I wish Shida would. And you know the rest. Layla Hirsch's AEW debut. And by the way, Miro joined commentary at this point. Yeah, but Layla Hirsch, very impressive for me. I really liked her. She looks like a little Kurt Angle, a little female Kurt Angle, the way she has that amateur stance, that I'm ready to go stance on the go. So yeah, let's get into it. Nice holding the headlock while cartwheeling around to keep Shida in the headlock. She couldn't get out of it. It was really good by Hirsch. I really like that. Shida hits a backbreaker, then rising knee on the apron edge. That was sweet. Snap suplex into the corner by Shida. Then Layla, nice tope suicida to the outside. Hoist back-to-back suplex by Layla. And when I say hoist, they were on the ring floor and she sort of just picked her up and just threw her into her. It showed a lot of power. Layla goes for a moonsault, but Shida moves, evades. Layla reverses the Michinoku driver into an armbar. That was nice, flowed well. Running knee strike, then a Tamashi by Shida. Shida hits the Falcon Arrow. Shida wins, but I went with Layla Hirsch, man of the match. She really impressed me. I thought it was real good, but there was only 3 moments for me. But yeah, really impressed me, Layla Hirsch. And always good to see Hikaru Shida. Next up, we had a QT promo with Dustin, basically retaliating the promo with Bunny and Eddie Kingston. So, not really a lot to say. They're just saying, we know what you did, and we're not going to forgive you, and we're coming for you. Then we had... Joey Muscle and Danny Limelight versus Jurassic Express. Joey Muscle makes his AEW debut. Marco hits a flying Hurricanrana. Jungle Boy and Marco ripcord flip suplex was nice. Marco hits a sick load of Hurricanranas. Hurricanrana party. I can't read that. Chokeslam by Lucha. Shit spear on Marco. Limelight hits a beastie tornado DDT though. Jersey Muscle hits their finish, but Marco kicks out. I should say Jersey Muscle is the name of a tag team, because this was a 6-man tag. Triple corner kicks by Jurassic Express. Jurassic Express throw Marco into a destroyer to get the win. Jack Swing, and I went with Danny Limelight, man of the match, debuting. And I had 3 moments. It's a decent match. All the matches on Dark were pretty decent. It's just the length of the show, man. And it's just match after match after match, no promos. in this 2 hours, you've 2 odd hours, you fit 15 matches in, whereas in Dynamite you only have like 5 matches. So that's what I'm saying on that. Hybrid 2 versus SCU would be your next match. Angelico, unique submission moves as he always does. Nice Hurricanrana by Kaz. Tilt Wheel Backbreaker by CD. Beastie Screw High Kick by Jack Evans. Hybrid 2 work CD's leg at this point. Springboard Moonsault Elbow by Evans. CD, lovely STO as he does weekly. Launch Cutter by Kaz, that was Beastie. Japanese Cyclone Suplex by Kaz. Kaz on point as always. Springboard DDT by Kaz. Kaz hits a small package to get a sneaky win. SCU would be the winners of the match. And for me, Kaz was man of the match with another 3 Yowie Wowie moments. Next up, we had Catalina Perez versus Anna Jay. Brandy on commentary for this one as the guest commentator. And Catalina Perez AEW debut. Dangerous J kick by Anna Jay. Queen Slayer by Anna Jay. Anna Jay wins. Anna Jay man of the match. Squash match, 0 moments. A match I didn't really need to be there, let's be fair. Then Brandon Cutler versus Peter Avalon with Leva Bates not looking like the librarian, strangely. Looking quite elegant, I must say. But this was no countouts, no DQ, must be a winner. Now, I thought somehow they were going to make it out that it wasn't, but, you know, we'll find out now as I get to the end. So, Avalon threw Cutter off the stage, then jumps off the stage with, like, a weird, like, type clothesline. He just sort of threw his body at him, but it was cool. Avalon catches an over-the-top rope high kick. It was nice. Cutler puts a bin on Avalon's head, and then a diving elbow from the ring to the apron. Avalon counters powerbomb and backdrop Cutler through a table. That was nice. Good, that was. Fair play. Oof, pardon me. Avalon bringing a basket of books. Reverse DDT gets a 2 for Cutler. Cutler brings a load of dice in the ring, which that would fucking hurt. It's a bit like Lego, isn't it? Lever tries to talk Avalon out of fighting, then slaps Avalon and leaves. Avalon gets a book, and Avalon gets a book thrown at him. Brandon suplexes Avalon on the dice. Back to suplex on the apron. Through table by Cutler. The Young Bucks come down at this point. Cutler stops Avalon on top rope, but then Avalon hits Hurricanrana on the dice, but they're all through for the pin for Cutler, gets the win. So Brandon Cutler is no longer the biggest loser, but Peter Avalon is. And I went with Peter Avalon man of the match, so I thought he's really good, real good ring technician, I'll say. But I did only have 2 Yowie Wowie moments, which is a bit sad for a match of that caliber. With the build-up and everything, I mean, and, you know, the storyline. But yeah, it was still entertaining. Next up, we had Anthony Bowens and Max Caster versus Best Friends with Orange Cassidy. Crap front DDT by Bowens. It was really poor, looked shit. Nice vertical suplex by Caster out from a counter as well, which was sweet. Backdrop driver by Trent, boost. Strong Zero by Best Friends. Best Friends win, and Trent was my man of the match. And I went with 2 Yowie Wowie moments. Then we had a backstage promo, which was Alex Marvez interviewing Scorpio Sky. Scorpio Sky goes into his locker room and it is being trashed. Then we got Fuego del Sol versus Brian Cage, which was a lot longer than I expected it to be. I expected it to be one of those 5-second matches, but there we go. Stacks comes out on commentary for this because obviously his boy, Brian Cage, is out. And so Fuego del Sol goes for a sunset flip, but Cage just fucking launches him over his head, and then just launches him across the ring by Lil Fuego. Belly to belly by Cage. Cage catches Del Sol's leg and then just flings him onto the rope. Double underhook into a neck breaker by Cage. Cage did show off some wrestling prowess in this. Del Sol reverses draw call with a Hurricanrana. That did look sweet, fair play. Del Sol goes for a Hurricanrana, but Cage catches him, power bombs him, then buckle bombs him, then Weapon X for the finish. Cage wins. Cage man of the match. And I had 3 Yowie Wowie moments. Then we had Sean Maluda versus 10 from the Dark Order, which I believe is Preston Vance. Maluda, beastie corner kick. Nice power bomb by 10s. Angels hits a shotgun drop kick on the outside while 10 distracts the ref. Nice pump kick, then a vertical suplex by 10. Kitchen sink by 10. Close sign to the back of the head by 10. And then 10 wins the match. 10 man of the match. And then they attack Maluda after the match. And I had 0 moments. Again, another match which didn't really need to be there. It was alright, but you cut out all these little crappy matches, or just have one, then we can have an hour and a half show, or maybe an hour and 15-minute show rather than a 2-hour one. Next up, we had Savannah Evans and Kylan King versus Ivelisse and Diamante, who are sick. Savannah Evans makes her AEW debut. Ivelisse and Diamante try to rush the opponents, but it backfires. Ivelisse it's like there's some mad leg screw thing, and then Hyatt hits an angle DDT. When I say an angle DDT, it was done weird. It was like a mix between, it was like a paradigm shift without the turn in it. It was nice. Diamante does the floppy fish, Ortiz's move. We spoke about it before on the show. Spin out slam by Savannah was quite beastie. Code red by Diamante, and they win the match. Diamante and Ivelisse, that is. I've gone with Diamante and Ivelisse. No, I haven't. I can't go with both. So I've gone with just Diamante, man of the match. And that was 1 Yowie Wowie moment. And just in case I forget it, because Big G ain't here to remind me, fuck Vince. Next we got Aaron Solo versus Sonny Kiss. So, Solo shakes the rope to knock Kiss off, which was quite nice. Nice body scissors takedown by Solo. Beastie exploded suplex by Solo. Nice belly to belly by Kiss, gets it right over the top. Second rope split leg drop by Kiss. Kiss wins. Solo man of the match for me. Lance Archer then rushes the ring, attacks both Sonny Kiss and Aaron Solo, and Jake cuts a promo basically saying Lance Archer's here to destroy, and that's it. And he feels like giving someone a DDT, teasing that shit again. Nice though. Then we got Nick Comoroto versus Will Hobbs. Now, we've seen Nick Comoroto a couple of weeks ago. We were impressed. Comoroto attacks straight away before, well, just as about, it goes, they rush him, and the ring bell, the bell rings. Hobbs shoulders shoulder badges Comoroto out of the ring. Hobbs catches Comoroto in the corner and just hits him with a beastly spinebuster. Will Hobbs hits a nice frog splash for a big guy, fair play. And then, Hobbs wins. November Hobbs, man of the match. 0 moments. Again, it was just a squash match. It was just, let's get it on match type thing. Next up, we had Alex Chamberlain versus Darby Allin, which myself and Big Z are massive fans of. So let's get into it. Darby Allin, nice shotgun dropkick. Chamberlain catches Darby in the corner and hits sit-up powerbomb. That was nice. Coffin drop while Alex was like dangling over the ropes. Flipping stunner, then another coffin drop. Darby wins. Darby man of the match. Stacks and Cage attack Darby after the match. Hobbs runs down and makes the save with a chain. Oh, with a chair, sorry. Again, 0 moments for that match. It was a good match, but nothing too special. And I believe that was the main event. Yeah, it was. So that was Dark then. Again, if anyone's listening, Cody, Tony, please sort out Dark. I love the show. It's a brilliant show. The matches are good. But 2 hours, 10 minutes, 2 hours, anything over an hour and a half is too much, mate. It is too much. And the problem is, it is literally one match. And we're moving on to the next match. There's barely any promos in there. And even when they have a promo in there, it's like a minute long and it doesn't need to be there. We need storyline, or we need to break it up somehow. We can't keep having this super mammoth-sized Darks. You can say what you want to say about it. It's not good enough. Or if you're going to do it like that, you need to have at least 2 proper main event style matches, like, I don't know, say Darby Allin versus a Ricky Starks. I know we've had it before, or Ricky Starks versus Sammy Guevara, a match which we can really get our teeth into. Well, actually, we do want to stay in tuned and watch that. So yeah. Anyway, moving on to Dynamite, which is the real reason we all watch AEW. Let's be fair. Wardlow and MJF start the show with a promo backstage, and Sammy G interrupts him, saying, I don't want you in the inner circle. And before that, MJF stated that when Wardlow wins the tournament, he's going to give me the world title. So yeah, so we kicked the show off with a Wardlow versus Hangman Adam Page in the tournament qualifier. For the world title, that is, the winner of the tournament. Hangman, quick start, Russian Wardlow straight away. Hangman springboard clothesline was nice. Wardlow spears Page through the guardrail. That was beastly. Another fire match to start off by AEW, I gotta be fair. Start off Dynamite, sorry. Wardlow beastly toss across the ring. Nice, like a Beal. Wardlow gut wrench powerbomb, gets 2 count. Hangman counters finish with an armbar over the top rope was nice. Illegal over the top rope, but still nice. Wardlow goes for a Swanton Bomb, but Hangman evades, and it was a real nice Swanton Bomb as well, again by a big guy. Fair play. Hangman flips out of a German and clothesline Wardlow out of the ring, then hits a moonsault from the top rope to the outside. As he does, lands on his feet. Wardlow counters the buckshot lariat with a beastly clothesline. Bam, bam, have a back, son. Wardlow hits an F10, but Hangman rolls out of the ring to evade the, getting pinning. Oh, he knows he's in trouble. He's rolled out of the ring. If I was a commentator, that's what I would say. Modified superplex by Hangman. It was done weird, but real nice. Then Hangman hits 2 buckshot lariats, and Hangman wins, but I went with Wardlow man of the match. Fair play. Very impressive, I thought, this week. And I went with 5. All my hand stubs. 5. Yowie wowie moments. Next up, we had a John Moxley promo. Basically just saying, I'm going to war. I'm going to go and take out Eddie Kingston, the whiny little bitch, because the whiny little bitch isn't the guy I know. Then we had Eddie Kingston in ring promo, basically saying that I'm coming for you, Mox. I'm coming, ha ha ha. And then we had Eddie Kingston versus Matt Sydal. Sydal drop kick in the corner was nice. Sydal goes for a kick. Eddie clotheslines him catches him like a baby. He catches him like that and turns into a side slam. Matt gets 2 after a series of kicks. Top rope head scissors, then a Meteoria off the top rope by Sydal. Then kitchen sink, the Oracle. Then he uses Mox's chokehold to get the wing, that being Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston wins. I went with Matt Sydal, man of the match. And I had 2 yowie wowie moments. Then we had an Excalibur interviewing FTR and the Young Bucks. Bit of an odd one. FTR felt disrespected, kind of just left straight away, not asking the champs questions. Why did you attack the Young Bucks? Because it's all about these. It's all about these. It's all about the titles. It's all about business. The Bucks are saying, yeah, we've changed. Yeah, I don't like what I've become, but I am going to become this, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it was alright, but it was a bit strange for me. Then we had the town hall meeting. Brilliant promo. Discussing whether MJF should be in the Inner Circle. So we had, first up, we had a Q&A by a bunch of the wrestlers asking either MJF or Jericho why, whatever. So the first up was Luchasaurus saying, I didn't write the questions down, but it was good. It was a real good promo. Luchasaurus is quite boring on the mic though. Then we had Britt and Reba acting all excited that she gets to speak to Jericho. And then we had Peter Avalon asking if he could join the Inner Circle, just met by a bunch of whatever. Then we had Eric Bischoff again, making a guest appearance. And basically, it ends up Jericho versus MJF at Full Gear. If MJF wins, he gets to join the Inner Circle. It's quite nice how they played out the promo. I'm looking forward to that match. Full Gear is looking like a sick pay-per-view, let's be honest. Next up, we had a Will Hobbs Team Taz promo. Basically, Team Taz saying, "We want to know your answer, Will Hobbs. Are you going to join it? Are you going to join Team Taz, or not?" Then we had the TNT title Lumberjack match, which was freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy versus Cody with Arn Anderson. Second match. Orange Cassidy slowly shutting down the Cassidy haters. They both go for a finish straight off the bat, which I thought was sweet. Cody whips Orange into the corner, which is nice. When you sort of overhead arm dragged him into it, but he proper threw him. It looked like a whiplashy throw. Front suplex by Cody. Vertical suplex by Orange. Best friends protect Orange from the Lumberjacks when Orange Cassidy gets thrown out. I thought that was a nice little touch. And then the best friends catch Cody when he gets punched by Orange Cassidy and he falls off the ring apron into the Lumberjacks, and it's the best friends that catch him. They look down, realise it's Cody, and go, oh, just drop him. I thought that was fucking brilliant. I pissed myself. Fair play. Funny as fuck. Yeah, real good. Then we had a top rope splash countered by Cody. It was nice. Lumberjacks sprawl each other at this point. I will say the Lumberjacks in this match, apart from the best friends, who were obviously a little bit biased, everyone wasn't biased. They didn't just beat him up like they normally do. They were actually trying to throw him back into the ring like the Lumberjacks are supposed to. I thought that was real cool. Cody superplexed from the ring to the outside on all the Lumberjacks. It just looked like carnage. Fair play. I mean, obviously it was safe because there's so many. The more bodies there is, the more people to catch, the less weight there is to take. But it just looked like a train wreck. Oh my god, it's a train wreck! JR, it's a train wreck! Yeah. Cody Cutter gets a 2 count. Cody Cutter can be done shit sometimes, but Orange Cassidy takes it well. Cody does it well, so boom. Super kick by Orange and a clothesline by Cody, retaliating straight away. Stun Dog Millionaire, diving DDT. Then the beach break gets a 2 count for Orange, which was a bit because he's just done all 3 of his big moves. When after everyone Cody still kicked out, I was a bit pissed at that. Could have at least been a rope break. Dark Order get involved at this point. John Silver pump kick to Orange. And then Cody takes advantage. He's seen it. He played a bit of a heel tactic. And hits the crossroads. Cody wins. And I went with Orange man of the match. And I had 5 yowie wowie moments. Yeah, really good match. Right after the match, the Lumberjacks brawl. And it just goes nuts. And then it goes on to a promo, which was Best Friends and Kip and Miro promo, where they say, oh, we understand it was an accident, blah blah blah. This is Miro and Kip now. We understand it was an accident. We're sorry, and then basically jump him. And on a side note, Penelope Ford was dressed up as Orange Cassidy, still looking super sexy. Oh yeah. Then we had an NWA, yes, you hear me correctly, NWA Women's World title match on AEW Dynamite. I love it. Another thing you would not see in the fuck Vince. Fuck Vince twice. So yeah, Serena Deeb, the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, versus Layla Hirsch, which was on Dark, and again, like I said, really impressed me. Nice mat wrestling in the beginning by both. Beast clothesline by Hirsch. Reverse neck breaker over the middle rope by Deeb. Hirsch works Deeb's arm. Real nice submission moves. Nice swinging neck breaker by Deeb. Pump kick, then a German suplex by Hirsch. It was real sweet how the transition went as well. Deeb evades a top rope moonsault. Snap suplex, neck breaker, then the tequila sunrise by Deeb. Deeb wins, but again, for the second match in a row, I've gone with Hirsch man of the match. Again, not to take anything from Serena Deeb, because she was real good too. Great NWA Women's Champion, great signing by AEW. And great that those two big companies are working together. Even though, like I said, I'm not a massive fan of the way NWA is, because it's just a bit too old school for me and my era. But still, it's still an entertaining show, and some products that come out there. Ricky Starks, there's loads. I'm not going to rabble on too much. So moving on, we had an Alex Aves interview with Shida, basically saying, "What do you think of Nyla Rose not wrestling until she gets a title shot? Nyla, see you a full year. Bam, done." That's that promo. Then we had Sean Spears versus with Teddy Blanchard versus VSK. C4 by Spears. Spears wins the match. Spears man of the match. Literally happens quick as that. Proper squash match. Could have been on dark. Should have been on dark. But there we go. But it leads up to, a cow. You heard me right. A cow. Throw in Candy. Spears grabs him over the guardrail. Throws him in the ring. Turns around. When he does, oh, big surprise. Scorpio Sky whips off the cow mask, hits him with a TKO. Bam. There's the end of that promo. Then moving on to what we got coming this Saturday. Luckily, thanks to the government for once, Wales lockdown, I will be able to step live and watch it, or I don't have to worry and watch the repeat on Sunday morning. And chill. It's all good. So that's one good thing out of this COVID shit for me. One small little good thing. By the way, I am self-isolating because one of my workmates was in contact. One of my workmates has tested positive with COVID. I will have to self-isolate for another 8 days or 7 days, something like that. So great. I'm proper watching the wrestling at the moment. Next up, we had the promos basically telling you what's happening this Saturday at the Full Gear pay-per-view, which is obviously a pay-per-view. I think in the UK you can buy it on BR Live, Fight TV, probably ITV Box Office if that's still going. I don't know. Check it out. I mean, we all got Google, so just Google it, innit? Whenever you are, it's available. I recommend getting it because every AEW pay-per-view so far has been on point. Sick wrestling shows, honestly, real good. If you don't believe me and you haven't watched a pay-per-view, you can get free wins on YouTube now, which AEW actually put up some of them in parts. You have to watch part 1, part 2, but check it out. But anyway, we had Jon Moxley versus Eddie Kingston for the AEW World Title in an I Quit match. A lot of people not happy about that because Eddie Kingston isn't in the rankings. Fuck the rankings. The rankings don't mean shit anymore, let's be fair. We all know that. They never were going to. So, wrestling's built on rivalries, not rankings. Simple as that. But yeah, that'll be your main event. And that's in an I Quit match. And we both know Moxley and Eddie Kingston are great in hardcore matches. So there's your bonus for that. Then we've got FTR versus the Young Bucks for the AEW Tag Team titles. Now, I didn't mention this, but in their earlier promo, they dropped this stipulation. The Young Bucks will not challenge for the AEW Tag Team titles again if they lose the match. So, another Cody situation. Don't know if I like it. I suppose it adds a bit of extra spice to the match for this time. It doesn't determine whether I know who's going to win or not for the first time. But yeah, too many of the same stipulations too quick, in my opinion, on that one. Especially involving the same people. When I say the same people, Cody and the Young Bucks are obviously affiliated. That's what I mean. Next up, we've got Hikaru Shida versus Nyla Rose, which I assume will be with Vicky Guerrero for the AEW Women's title. Never rematch. They did point out who's beaten Nyla Rose twice in a row. No one. So that's the kind of build-up between that one, I suppose. Next up will be Matt Hardy versus Sammy Guevara in the Elite Deletion. I suppose another hardcore match. Don't know whether it's going to be filmed off location or it's going to be like the last match, which was just, can't remember, Last Man Standing or some shit like that. But again, another match. It will be good because they're both great wrestlers and they've got good chemistry. Even though they've had a couple of two big injuries on either side. But I hope this is the final match, to be fair, because I want to see both of them move on to different opponents now. But it'll still be a good watch. Then we've got the TNT title. Cody versus Darby Allin, which, in my opinion, will probably steal the show. I mean, Darby Allin's sick. Cody's a vet. These two had the big match at the Fight for the Fallen last year, but ended in a draw. They've always had that, it's going to be good. And then we've got another match I'm really looking forward to. MJF versus the guy who makes stars, Chris Jericho. If MJF wins, he can become a part of the Inner Circle. Yeah, that's going to be sick, I think. That's going to be another one that could steal the show, possibly. Between that one and Cody and Darby, for me, is going to steal the show. And then we've got, in the buy-in, which will be free, I expect, John Silver from Dark Order versus Orange Cassidy. Which is quite a nice opener, I think, because Orange Cassidy entertaining as fuck, and John Silver has been on fire lately, entertaining as fuck, and a great wrestler. So yeah, it'll be good. Then next week we've got Jericho on commentary. We've got Ortiz and Sammy Guevara versus MJF and Wardlow. We've got Miro with Kip versus Trent with Chucky T. We've got Sean Spears with Tully versus Scorpio Sky. Cody and the Gun Club versus Dark Order. And John Moxley and Eddie Kingston face to face. So basically they're just going to brawl. Or Mox is going to get jumped by the family. Next up, we had the finals of the tournament title match. Which you know what that means? This is my bit. It means it's time for the main event of the evening. Which was fire. So, as we know, Pentagon replaced Rey Fenix in the match due to injury. Not sure if that's true or a storyline. Either way it works out, because we know they're going to break up or they're going to beef. Something's going to happen between them to have that classic match on big TV. They've done it all over the world, especially in Mexico. But on to the main event, it was Pentagon El Zero Miedos versus the cleaner Kenny Omega. And Big C's right, those girls hot, but they look fucking stupid in his entrance. They really do. So stupid, but, whatever. Kenny's really showing his heel character now, really playing his heel character, just stomping over Pentagon like whatever. And he does it all the way through his match. All the way through this match, there's heel psychology played by Kenny Omega. Knife edge contest between the two. Then Kenny catches the glove and slaps Penta in the face with a challenge, like a challenge type thing. And then he lays in the boots. He just boots the fuck out of Penta, like fuck the slapping contest. Backstabber, then a beastie swanton to the outside by Penta. Clothesline over the guardrail by Penta. DDT on a cooler by Kenny, a beer cooler. Like Stone Cold used to rock. Or beer, money. DDT on the cooler, yeah, like I said. Kenny swanton from the ring to the outside was nice. Crossbody from the top rope to the outside by Kenny was beast. Pump kick, then a sling blade off the second rope. Penta started doing it, I think, last week, maybe the week before. It just looks real sweet, man. Fair play. Real good. I haven't seen it often. I think it's been done before, but I'm not sure. Probably. I mean, everyone's done everything before, haven't they? Then we had double stomp off the top rope by Penta, gets a 2 count. Snapdragon suplex by Kenny, as we know he does sweet every time. Then we had a B trigger, then a boosty power bomb by Kenny Omega. Like I said, Kenny's showing his, this is why I'm on AJ Styles level. This is why I'm supposed to be the best wrestler in the world. Like, I mean, a lot of people were saying, well, AJ Styles was never going to make it in WWE, or WWE never gave him a chance. He didn't give him a chance to give him a chance. The fans didn't give him a chance. AJ Styles went in there, boosted it. Who was his first match against? Oh, yeah, Jericho. That's right. And Kenny Omega didn't. He went to a big company and he put over guys, which I commend, but now it is time for the cleaner. We want to see the best wrestler, the best bout machine, as you call yourself, out there. So this match is, part of our psychology of doing that, I think, with the heel turn and the wrestling ability alone that Kenny possesses. But yeah, Snapdragon suplex, like I said, as he always does, boosty. B trigger, then a power bomb. B trigger, but then Penta counters the Angel's wings. Gets out of it somehow. I haven't written down how, but he does. B trigger to the back of Penta's head. Then Penta hits a destroyer off the top rope onto the ramp. Penta hits a package pile driver, which I all along have said Kenny and Hangman in the final, like, from the day one. But yeah, I thought at this point, I was like, is he going to get him? That's what's great about AEW, and, got me off my seat and said, get me off my seat like that. Like, not believing, like, disagreeing with myself. That's great. That's great wrestling. So big ups to Penta, Kenny, and AEW on that, because they're doing it regularly. Yeah. Then Penta hits back with the, or rips back on the arm of Kenny, his submission move, bam, sort of snaps the arm. Then Penta caught with a knee from a springboard. It was like he went for a springboard, crossbody or something, and Kenny was like, nah, bam, knee to face. Then Kenny hits a one-winged angel. Kenny wins, and I went with Kenny man of the match. Sorry, Lucha Bros, but I went with Kenny man of the match. So yeah, that was Dynamite. Real good show. Full of tournament matches, which I love, personally. But yeah, great. Dark let the show down overall, so I'm going to go... Like, Dark, like I said, most of the matches were real good, but for it being so long, it takes it down, because 15 matches in a row for any fan is hard work. People have complained about WrestleMania being 5 hours long, and to be fair, not no disrespect to the talent on AEW, but when WrestleMania is 6 hours long, every match could be on a main card as well. So imagine if we're complaining about that being too long when every person on the card is a main event or close to main event star, then why are we going to watch too many green people, too many up-and-comers? You need to get the mix right if you're going to do it like that. If it's going to be a 2-hour show, treat it like a proper show and have some good main matches on it. Like I said, like a Darby Allin versus a Ricky Starks. Have the champions on there defending the title. Cody versus Shawn Spears. Anything. Just to keep us interested, and maybe a bit more storyline on there, and then that would help. But anyway, I'm not going to ramble on too much, because Big's going to ring me up and fucking have a go at me. And then I'll have to do a Vinci style thing and go, you're fired! And do the show on my own every week. And we don't want to do that. Because even though, I'm the prettier one, better one to look at, he's got some input, hasn't he? I mean, I am the wrestling legend, mind superior. But, got to give the Marks a chance. Only joking. Love you, brother. Sorry, I'm flicking through my notes to find my next bit, which is the news, but mainly rumors, because that's all it is in wrestling. Unless you're we have no insight. I have no insight. I don't know anybody on the inside. I just go from what my knowledge is, what I read, rumors on the internet, and I take what I take. And whether you believe it or not is up to you, innit? You know what I'm saying? And there is a lot of that. But this is definitely a fact. This is definitely news. Impact are bringing back the Knockouts tag team titles. I think it's a great move for wrestling in general. I think Impact have got the roster to do it, and they were the first ones to do it, so why not? WWE obviously have got their tag titles. I think AEW need to wait to strengthen their roster of females before they can do it. But, maybe next year they can do it. We'll see. Or maybe with the joint situation of NWA, maybe they could have some form of NWA tag team titles, which goes back and forth. We'll see. But yeah, definitely happening for Impact Wrestling. As you know, Serena Deeb defeats Thunder Rosa to become the AEW Women's Champion. So yeah, I just remembered I gotta message my missus to tell her to order our Chinese food or we're not eating. What? I'm on it. I'm messaging my missus. Order Chinese. Next up, we have Rest in Peace. Unfortunately, Tracy Smothers passed away this week. He used to wrestle for WCW back in the day, and Impact most recently. There's also a couple of other companies he's wrestled for, not too big. ECW as well, he wrestled for, sorry. So rest in peace. The Real Wrestling Show sends our condolences and our best wishes to his family and friends, obviously. Another big loss to the game. Kylie Ray, no shows at Bound for Glory. I've read a lot of rumors. Again, this is all rumors and speculation. Apparently, she was at the show on Friday. She was at the arena on Friday for tapings or whatever. Not tapings, rehearsals and whatnot. But no shows on Saturday. They didn't hear anything from her. So obviously, Su Yung replaced her. And when the title, but there's a lot of rumors going around saying that she was injured the night before or something. But there was no injury. That's confirmed because Impact did not know why she wasn't there. That's why they didn't do a backstage segment of her being attacked or whatever, because she wasn't even there. They didn't know what was going on. They didn't want to say anything. For example, like what happened to Vince, what happened with Chris Benoit. Vince put on a whole tribute show, not knowing what happened, and then bam, some bad stuff had happened. So, great move on Impact's part. Apparently, there's a lot of rumors going around, she had panic attacks and anxiety attacks or mental health issues before the match, which, hopefully Impact stand by her, because these are situations that we've seen before. And, nobody wants to see anybody self-harm or hurt themselves or do anything over a mental illness. But again, this is all speculation. The only fact is she did no show and Impact knew nothing about it. Otherwise, they would have done a segment about it, which they didn't. So that is a fact. Next up, AEW pay-per-views are now available on DVD at shopaew.com. shopaew.com. Yeah, cool. I know, Bigsy, you're after some pay-per-views on DVD. They're out now, brother. And I just almost burnt my face off. At least my eyebrows. Completely off. So that was great. Just seen it live on air. No eyebrow man. No eyelash man. Kenny Omega to defend the AAA Mega Championship at Triple Mania against Laredo Kid. Probably massive. He's massive in Mexico. Anyone who knows, he was on Impact as well for a bit. Should be a great match. First time he's been defended since March, I believe. Dynamite beat SmackDown in the ratings. It is worth noting that SmackDown was on the sister channel for that week. And that normally affects, TV ratings on a show. So yeah, because this week SmackDown's ratings have bounced right back. Now they're back on their normal channel. But good for AEW to beat SmackDown in the ratings, fair play, even if it was only for 1 week. Next up, ratings again. Halloween Havoc NXT's special of this Dynamite show, which I've just reviewed, beats AEW in the ratings, but that is probably because it was Halloween Havoc, let's be fair. And also, it will come into consideration for me, is AEW was pre-taped this week. The spoilers were out like 2 days later. Everyone knew about Abaddon getting injured in a match with Ty Conti. That match was meant to be on Dynamite. It's been deleted off it. It wasn't on there. Abaddon went to hospital because she couldn't breathe, but she's fine now. She's been cleared. Everything's all good. But, like I'm saying, there was a lot of spoilers out there, so people could have read what had happened on Dynamite. So why would you watch it when you can watch NXT Halloween Havoc type thing? But, shame, but it is what it is. Not often. AEW normally wins more. So that's it. Fozzy are putting the final touches on their newest album. Looking forward to that. Hopefully they have another banger like Judas. I really have burned off my whole fucking eyelashes. You probably can't see it, but they're gone. Completely. It's weird. Cool. So, right at the beginning of the week, it looked like Thunder Rosa might be leaving NWA, going elsewhere. It looked a lot likely like WWE because she dropped her title and she finished up all her independent dates, and that's what they always say, they're off to WWE. But then Billy Corgan's piped up and laughed and said, "Look, you all fools. She signed through 2021. So Thunder Rosa is going nowhere, apparently. According to Billy Corgan. I'll do it like that now so I don't bang off all my other eyelashes. Fuck. The missus is ordering Chinese. Boom. Next up, we've got Xia Li pulled from an MMA event by WWE. Now, the story behind this is apparently she's been a bit pissed off in NXT. She's approached Triple H and the hierarchy about her being used on NXT, not to the extent she is, because she's been there a while now, let's be fair, a couple of years. At least a year. So she signed up to an MMA fight under a real name, didn't tell WWE. Also, it was then disclosed that because she isn't like a professional, she would be in an amateur fight. She would have to wear headgear, which is fine, but she wouldn't be getting paid for it. Neither fight would be getting paid for it, so WWE pulled the cosh on her straight away as soon as they found out when her real name, when her advertising, what it is, and they pulled the cosh. Apparently, she wasn't very happy about it, but now she has been receiving storylines on NXT recently, so read what you will into that, but Xia Li's not happy. But I agree with WWE on this one. It's not often I do, but why would they risk someone, for a start, getting injured, not working for their company? But mainly, she wasn't even getting paid, so definitely why would we risk it? You're making no profit, and we're taking a risk. You're taking a risk for nothing, basically. So I agree. Not often I do. The next up to more MMA. Jake Hager wins his latest MMA fight on Bellator by split decision. He's undefeated, I believe, now still in MMA. So fair play to Jake Hager, and maybe AEW should capitalise on it a little bit more, maybe, because he's getting the exposure from them. Now let's get exposure on the wrestling as well, Ken Shamrock at Impact are doing it well. Brock Lesnar, fuck Brock, fuck Vince, but it worked. So, yeah. Paige calls for a wrestlers union, a unionization of some sort. She's well pissed, and rightfully so, that WWE stopping WWE having third-party companies like Twitch, other internet sites such as that. And she's pissed about it, proper pissed about it, and gave WWE what for, and big ups to Paige for that, and fuck Vince on doing it, because I agree. Falaba signs a new deal with Impact Wrestling. Good move on both parties, I think. WWE no longer selling Sting merchandise, which again will set off the rumours. Is Sting going to AEW? Is he going back to Impact? who knows? I mean, I would love to see Sting as like a one-off appearance or like a guest commentator or, you know, some form of thing like that. In the ring, if he can go, I'd like to see him maybe, you know, part-time again, every now and then a special match, but I just don't want the guy to get hit because we all know that's why the plug was pulled on him wrestling. So, you know, read into you what you want. And the last part is bit of news. This is news. This has been confirmed. A multi-part documentary on Vince McMahon is coming to Netflix. So yeah, that's what's going down in the wrestling world at the moment. Again, big ups to Big Z, not here. I'm sure he'll be back next week, if not the week after. Egomania can't take being off camera too long, I'm telling you now. You know I love you, brother. We have been just me, with voices in my head, like Randy Orton saw. Big ups to everyone who watches, shares, comments, anything on the Facebook pages. There's lots of AEW pages. They normally scroll down on the credits, but I haven't got control of the edit. I'm controlling the editing, which means why it ain't, which is why it's such a botched up show. Which is why right at the beginning you see me zooming off the laptop just to get the intro. Because this isn't what I do, that's Bigsy's part. So big ups to Bigsy for doing all that shit, to be fair to him. I do all the rest of the shit, the knowledge stuff, and being a sexy boy. So yeah, big ups to everyone who shares, likes, watches the show. I've been fucking phenomenal, all on my own. Hopefully it won't be for too long, for your sake and my sake, because I'm crazy and shit will go wrong. But again, big ups to everyone who watches, shares, and likes. Peace, peace. See you next week, and the pay-per-view's coming up. Hoo-yah!